So on top of that, we're coinciding some talks that relate to the books. And so today we have Dr. Shapiro from Chico State here, geological professor at Chico State, to speak about some things that have relation to do with hurricanes. Other things that I'm not quite sure of, but we'll let him do that. But again, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming here today, and thanks again to the program. And Dr. Shapiro will take it from here.
I was going to say, in addition to teaching, I'm for kids, so if you do want to sneak up and grab coffee, it's not going to throw me off. Yeah, actually I did buy 20 copies because my oldest daughter, her class at 7th grade, they read it as well. It's A2, so I read it. I was asked to come in and cover, can you all hear me in the back? I was asked to come in and cover the geology or the science side of Hurricane Katrina specifically, which is of course also just broadly about hurricanes, why it happened, why did it happen in New Orleans. You know, questions came up after, how foreseeable was this? You know, why weren't there better preparations? And I can recall I taught a oceanography course in 1999 at College of the Redwoods. And one of the students asked me, where's the most dangerous place in the U.S. to live because of the ocean? Because they were thinking Eureka. And I said, New Orleans, because if a hurricane hits, it's going to flood. And I thought if I was teaching in Eureka, and I knew that in 1999, then probably other people knew that as well. But that's going to be my focus today. And if something in the middle, if you want to ask a question, that's fine. I'm not a PowerPointer kind of person, so I can go with it. I did, however, I didn't want to ramble incoherently, so I did make a set of notes that if folks want afterwards, I'd be happy to make a copy for you. Just kind of high points. For reading the book, you know that the focus really isn't about the storm, obviously. The focus is about Zaytoun and his family, particularly, well, I think for his family too, his struggles in the post-storm chaos, how his family dealt with it, and the actual parts that tie into the hurricane itself and in New Orleans only happens in the very beginning of the book. But there are some key things that come out, so it'll be a stretch tying it directly to Dave Eggers' fine book, but I'll go with it. But I titled the talk Zaytoun Storm, Zaytoun Storm, the science behind Hurricane Katrina, and I made 3 bullets: the setting for the storm, the birth of the storm, and the impact of the storm. Because I think that that's important to know. It wasn't random. New Orleans was destined to be destroyed by a hurricane, and it was only going to get worse. And if things continue the way they are, it's still going to get worse. And to understand that, you really have to go back, frankly, you have to go back in time about 400 million years to understand the geological setting of New Orleans. But we can jump ahead a little bit. The point of it is that that area in the southern part of the U.S., if you go back hundreds of millions of years ago, there was a series of faults, and it opened up like a rift. It was a low point in the land. And so we could think about it that in the other area of the low point is often Texas. It's essentially where the Mississippi River is. And then so for over the eons, the Mississippi River is built up and built up and built up. And as the river hits the ocean, it dumps its sediments in what's called a delta. And so and because there's so much sediments coming out of the Mississippi, the ocean, the waves, and the currents can't take them away. And so it grows what geologists call a bird's foot delta, because it looks like a bird's foot coming out. How is this going to relate to Zaytoun? How this is going to relate to him in particular is what kind of sediments are these? It's the stuff coming from Minnesota on down. It's very light sediments.